now we're talking wrestling, and with us we have Dakota graduate Josh Alber, the four-time IHSA state champion, undefeated in his career in Illinois high school, and now he's at Northern Iowa, and he gets ready for a big tournament coming up at the Ken Craft Midlands Championship at Northwestern, and it's good to have you here today, Josh.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Let's talk about this tournament going on at Northwestern. It's December 29th and 30th, and you're getting in with some pretty good competition there at Northwestern. Plus, you'll be closer to home, and a lot of people will be able to watch what you're doing there.
Yeah, I'm just excited to get back close to home. A lot of the tournaments I've been wrestling in have been a little farther away, so it's good to be back in the area, and it's a tournament that I've grown up watching, so it's really exciting just to finally get to wrestle in it.
Now, wrestling fans, when they see that you wrestle for Northern Iowa, but your wrestling is unattached, can you explain real quickly what that means to people out there that are listening about why you're unattached and wrestling under the Northern Iowa banner too?
Yeah, I'm attending the University of Northern Iowa, and I get to practice with the team and everything, but I'm taking a redshirt year just to get acclimated to college wrestling and stuff like that. So I don't compete on the dual team with Northern Iowa, but I also don't lose a year of eligibility. So after this year, I'll still have 4 years of eligibility. But this year is just kind of a year to get prepared and get ready for the future and just get acclimated.
How has that worked for you? Has it been something that's been good for you, Josh?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm really glad I took the redshirt year. Not just to get used to the wrestling part, but also just, living on your own, stuff like that. So it was definitely a good decision.
When you look at this tournament you're going to be going against some pretty good people, some people from Iowa, an Iowa State transfer that's out of Iowa. Are you looking forward to that part, to get on the mat with those guys?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's really exciting. There's probably 8 or 9 of the top 10 guys in the country that are going to be there, so, it's just a really good opportunity for me as a young guy to come in and kind of gauge where I'm at and, hopefully, get a win over some of these better known guys.
When you look at it, I looked at the seeding. They kind of have you down at the bottom down there. Does that give you a little bit of encouragement to go out and show them what you can do against those guys too?
Yeah, even that they, I'm not seeded or anything, but they mentioned my name as someone to watch. So, even that they mentioned my name kind of, that got me fired up a little bit. They know about me. They're just waiting to see how I do, so it's very exciting.
If I understand it, unattached, you can't have anybody there from Northern Iowa helping you. Will there be somebody there that'll be assisting you, though, in the corner and all that stuff, Josh?
Yeah, one of my coaches from a club team when I was in high school, Ed Geezy, he coaches overtime in Naperville. He's going to be there coaching me, and as well as my dad, I think, is going to be able to coach me, so.
When you look at this, being at Northwestern and being there, does that get you kind of to hurry up next year when you can wrestle that first year as a redshirt freshman?
Oh yeah, I'm really excited. And the varsity team was just out in New York last week, so I didn't get to go to New York City. So I was kind of bummed out. So I'm really looking forward to next year when I can travel with them and be a part of the dual team and go to New York and place like that. So.
And I think you're wrestling behind a guy that went to the NCAAs last year there at Northern Iowa, aren't you?
He made it 2 years ago, yeah, by Wolfensberger, yeah. How does
that help you working with a guy that's been at that level? You guys probably have to wrestle each other in practice and stuff.
Yeah, I have countless partners that really, our 125-pounder Dylan Peters is the real deal. He could win the NCAAs this year, so, the practice partners are there, the coaches are there. Everything, it's all into place, and I'm in a good spot.
What are you looking at when you get into this tournament? What is your goal, and what would be something you would say, other than winning it, what would you say was a key for you at this tournament?
Going into a tournament like this, I'm just going to take one match at a time, get ready for that first match, make sure I'm feeling good and mentally prepared just to and then once you get into that first match, then, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to win each period. So I don't really have an overall goal, I'd say. I'm just going to go and, try to win every match I wrestle in. So.
Are you familiar with any of these guys that you'll be wrestling against? I know there's a kid from Edinburgh that they're picking to win that division, and they say that he comes in pretty highly touted. Have you wrestled or seen any of these guys before?
No, I mean, a lot of the guys are seniors, so I mean, they were graduating high school when I was coming into high school, so I haven't really wrestled many of them. But I mean, I've grown up watching them, and last year I was rooting for a lot of them, and now they're my enemy, so it's kind of interesting. It's gonna be fun.
What will you tell some of your fellow teammates at Dakota, the ones that are younger and getting ready to go to college? Have you learned something in this first semester that might be some good advice for those guys?
Man, I've learned so much. I'd say just, stay coachable because, even when you think you're at the pinnacle in high school, you get to college and there's so much you haven't learned. So I think just stay coachable and soak everything up you can.
And I know during the Dvorak's over at Harlem, I was on Twitter, and you would come up once at a time. You kind of missed that event, didn't you? You kind of had special moments over there.
Yeah, I went and I was home for it, so I was able to go watch it.
Nice.
So, yeah, it was cool being back at Harlem in the gym, and, people are asking me about my match last year with Cortez there and stuff like that, so that was fun. But, yeah, I missed it a little bit, but now, I have stuff like the Midlands to look forward to.
And how's the year been going for you so far? I know you've wrestled on a couple of open events and stuff. Have you picked up some things from that as well?
Yeah, every week I think I get a little stronger in a lot of positions. I'm 17-3 on the year right now, but I'm just gonna focus on improving and I'm gonna try to get better every week. So I think those tournaments have helped me a lot, and I'm still learning.
So, a lot of times people say, oh, you have to redshirt, but like you just said, it has really been good for you, so it's a plus, and it also gives you that extra year of experience without having to give up a year of wrestling, too.
Yeah, I don't, I'm glad I'm in it. You get anxious, you want to be out in the varsity lineup, the UNI singlet on, and in front of the home crowd, but, I'm just being patient, and I'm going to make sure I'm ready before I get out and compete when it really matters. So.
When you look at the Midlands, what's on your agenda after that? Do you have some other events you're going to be attending and getting involved in?
Yeah, the Midlands is definitely the biggest tournament I'll wrestle in, but I think we have 3 more tournaments after that are a little smaller. So right after Midlands, I'll go back to school and just start training for those.
Well, thanks so much, Josh, for doing this. I know you got practice later today, and we'll be watching and keeping updated on you at Northwestern, and it'll be good to have you back in the state wrestling again.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate for having me.
We've been talking with Josh Alber from Dakota. He's now at Northern Iowa, and he'll be wrestling at the Ken Kraft Midlands Championship on December 29th and 30th at Northwestern. For the StatelineSportsHub.com, I'm Dave Schmidt.